for trying. You know I'd be lying, saying you're the one.
Hi guys, so the last time you guys seen me, I was 14 weeks pregnant. We didn't know what I was having. We didn't know all of that. I'm here to give you guys a baby update. The baby was born February 11th, 2019. The baby is a girl. She is so beautiful. Her name is Elena Lydia Brown. I got her name from, well, her first name from The Vampire Diaries. I am a huge fan, but that's where I got her first name from. I just spelt it differently. I spelt it Alaina. Her middle name, Lydia, is from my godmother. My godmother passed away when I was 16. So, you know, after I had my daughter, I was just like, it was meant for me to have my daughter so I could give her my godmother's name. So, middle name is my godmother's. And Brown, of course, that's her last name. She's 9 months now. She will be 10 months in a few days. She has grown up so fast. She has 3 teeth. She likes to yell. She likes to scream. She laughs a lot. She's a really, really happy baby. She's really goofy and she's sassy and she has a lot of attitude and she's spoiled. She's all of those things, like really. She's so amazing. Honestly, she really is. She's gonna be something else when she gets older. Pray for me, guys. The way she came was kind of funny. And a little bit similar to my son's birth, just a little bit. So I'll explain those both to you guys. So for her, I was asleep one night and I woke up because I was having contractions and I was like, okay, well, they're gonna go away. So I finally was able to like manage through the pain and go back to sleep and they went away. So that whole day I was just like, oh my God, my baby's coming soon and I don't even know when, like, but I know she's coming soon because I'm having these contractions. So that night, me and my husband, we were laying in the bed and the same time around 3 in the morning, my contractions started again. And I was like, oh my God. So this time, these were a little bit more intense. And so I'm like, oh my God, I can't sleep. So I went and I got in the bathtub and took a nice warm hot bath, thinking that it's gonna ease the pain and I'm gonna be able to go right back to sleep. No, I was still in pain. So I sat on the couch, turned on the TV, was about to watch some Netflix. My husband comes in and he was like, hey, what's up? Like, are you good? You okay? I'm like, I'm just having contractions right now, that's all, but I'll let you know if something changes. And so he was like, okay. So he went back to go to sleep. He had to wake up within the next hour to go to PT. And so he's going there and telling them what's going on. And they're like, bro, I think you need to go back home because it sounds like your wife is in labor. So he comes back home and he's asking me, he's like, well, how are you feeling? My contractions are still going. I'm in labor. So he's like, okay, well, my sergeant's coming with his wife and he's going to take us to the hospital. And I was like, okay. So, you know, he was like, well, do you think that you could wait till 8 o'clock? It was, mind you, it was 7 o'clock. I'm like, 8 o'clock, I'm going to have this baby here. So I'm trying to like prepare myself to have the baby at home because I'm like, I don't think I can wait till 8 o'clock. So finally they get there to the house and we get in the car and we're on our way to the hospital. So my contractions, they're stronger, they're coming faster, they're coming like back to back to back. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna have this baby in their car. And I look over and I see my husband laughing. I looked at him, I said, oh, what are you laughing for? What's funny? And I was just getting so mad and snappy with him because it's like, you're laughing at my pain. Why is this funny? And so his sergeant's wife, she's like, I don't think he's laughing because it's funny. She's like, I think he's laughing because he's nervous. She's like, this is, his first baby. He's never been through this and whatever else. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. But I feel like he's laughing at my pain right now. And so she was like, oh, no, he's not doing that. And she looked at him. She's like, stop laughing, please. It was so funny. So as my contractions were getting stronger, I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it to this hospital. I'm like, if I have this baby in my husband's sergeant's car, this is going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be funny. And it's going to be like awkward. I wouldn't say embarrassing because giving birth is a beautiful thing, but it's like, this is my husband's sergeant here. So it's like, hey, yeah, you had your baby in my car. Like, damn. So I was just like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it. And finally we get to the hospital. Thank God I did not have the baby in their car because I did not want to deal with that awkward shit. So we get into the hospital. Mind you, I did have an appointment that very day. And so, we're out here in Korea. And so the bases here, they don't have big hospitals like that. So I had to go to a Korean hospital. That's where I was going for all my checkups and stuff. And we have a translator. So my translator, she was just like, oh, you are here early for your appointment. I said, no. I said, I'm in labor. So she was like, oh, she's like, okay. She's like, well, I'm going to go talk to the doctor and get you in his office as soon as possible. I was like, okay. So, the doctor pulled me into his office. I got up on the table. He was like, I'm going to check your cervix, whatever else. I was like, okay. So he checks my cervix. As soon as he pulls his fingers out, my fluids just fly all over the place in his hospital floor, in his office. Like, it was just so ridiculous. And it was green too, meaning she pooped inside of me. That's nasty. But he was like, yep, she's ready for delivery. So they took me up to labor and delivery. I think I was 3 centimeters dilated when I got there. That's what they told me. Yeah. And so I dilated pretty quickly after getting into the room. I feel like I was in there for maybe an hour, and then they start coming in, setting up like stuff to put the baby in and all of that. And the lady was like, yeah, you're 7 centimeters dilated. And as soon as they got done setting up, time to push. So here I am pushing. I'm pushing. It feels so good to push. Like, it feels like you're taking like the world's hugest shit ever. But still, it feels really, really good to push. So I'm pushing. They have these monitors on me. They have this oxygen mask on me. And then the doctor told me, don't push. They told me not to push because her head got stuck. So now I'm sitting here. My contractions are coming. I can't push. I'm starting to hyperventilate. They have this mask on my face. They have these monitors on me. They have the IV inside of me. My husband's on the side of me talking to me, trying to calm me down. Like, I really wanted to snatch his damn throat out. I really, really did. But I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to listen to him. I started hyperventilating. I felt like I was going to die because this was just too much going on. And they would not let me take the oxygen mask off because that was the main thing that was really frustrating me, along with the don't push shit. So mind you, I did all of this with no epidural, no nothing. I felt the doctor take either some scissors or a scalpel, and he cut me right down to get the head out. Her head was really stuck like that. And I really blame her dad for having a fat, big ass head. So that's his fault. So I felt them cut me. I could not believe I felt that. I was like, did they cut me? Like, I started hyperventilating even more. And Kenny was like, yeah, they cut you. They're just trying to get the baby out, this and that. And I was just like really, really freaking out. And like, I was just so weak afterwards. Just so weak. I couldn't take it. Yeah, that's how she came into the world, giving me hell. And I hope that will be the first and last time that she does that, give me hell. Oh my gosh. I hope, I pray. Pray for me, guys. I got a girl, pray for me. So, and the similarities with my son is like, with my son, I went into labor with him at 3 a.m. too. The doctors, they sent me back home. So after they sent me back home and told me I wasn't in labor, I took a bath, and next thing you know, it's time for me to push. So mind you, yes, he was born at home, meaning I did it with no pain meds. So I've done both my babies with no pain meds, no epidural, no nothing. Just straight natural. I am a warrior. But yeah, he was born at home, all this shit happened, whatever else. I've always had the idea that I will never ever get an epidural. I will always do natural births because I don't like needles like that. Like, I love the tattoo needle. I do. But for somebody to sit up and try to put a needle basically in your spine, and if you move just the slightest bit, or if they fuck up, they could paralyze you and you can have back pain and yeah, no, I will rather feel all the labor and whatever else, because you're not going to paralyze me and I'm not going to have back pain for the rest of my life. I just cannot do it. If I have to be in labor for 24 hours, that is perfectly fine. I will feel all of that pain, because no, you can't just do that to me. You cannot do an epidural. I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I gave you guys an update on baby girl. You guys will be seeing pictures and videos. She's so adorable. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.